Manx Museum is 100 years old this year. It is home to an extraordinary collection of artefacts and archives that help tell the story of the Isle of Man and its people. To celebrate our centenary, we have curated a special exhibition and podcast, Museum 100, which will feature a kaleidoscope of treasures from our collections.
My name is Christopher Weeks. I'm the Collections Care and Conservation Manager here at the Manx National Heritage. And today we're standing in front of Bishop Wilson's cabinet, which is a large and imposing piece of furniture, the definitely poshest piece of furniture that we have in the collections, and it's a remarkable object. And some years ago I undertook an extensive restoration of this object. It was in a poor state, having been on display for many, many years. It's a remarkable thing, built in around 1650 in Antwerp. It's covered in veneers of all of the poshest materials from the earliest days of colonial rule, the Dutch East India Company. So there's tortoiseshell, there's ebony, there's ivory, there's all sorts of things on it, and silver. It's a beautiful thing. How Bishop Wilson came to have it is not entirely clear, because most of these things came over, there are several of them in the UK, they came over with the returning court of King Charles II after the restoration of the monarchy. They'd been exiled in Antwerp and they bought these things as the poshest objects they could get their hands on. And they are cabinets with drawers, and this one's got a pair of doors that open out onto a little scene inside with mirrors. And the idea of these was you have all of your rich posh things in the drawers, your collection of curios, and then when you wanted to show one, you'd take it out and you'd put it in the display area at the front and people could marvel at it. Bishop Wilson appears to have bought this for that purpose. And the reason that I say that is that when I was restoring it, I found little pieces of scarlet coral in the crevices of the drawers. I also found some extraordinarily strange pieces of newspaper he'd used to line the drawers, which are religious pamphlets. This is a time, Bishop Wilson's time, of great political foment and religious strife. And what Wilson did with this rather Catholic object was to fit it up as a statement of Protestant faith in the monarchy, which by that time was the monarchy of William of Orange, William and Mary. And Wilson studded the top of the cabinet with medals, most of which are now missing, commemorative of the succession of William and Mary. It's a statement of adherence to the idea of monarchy as important and the established monarchy and the church as important. It gives a hint at Bishop Wilson's character. He was a man with very wide interests in medicine, astronomy and all sorts of other things. He was quite an extraordinary man, as well as had an interest in the Manx language and so on, as we all know. The cabinet is in very, very good condition because it's such a very, very fine piece of furniture. I had to make some replacement pieces of tortoiseshell and ivory. Now, you can't get hold of those because of the international agreement known as CITES. The traffic in those materials is banned, so I had to make fake pieces out of resin. And if you come and have a look at the object in the museum, you can try and see if you can spot my fakes. And that's... I had a go this morning, I couldn't see them. So you can come and see this object in the Viking Gallery at the Manx Museum.